Hello everybody, welcome back to Chris's Homebrew Sports and Video Games. We are back after a temporary suspension. We had a situation at home that I needed to deal with, and that situation is getting dealt with. So, this is the second take of this baseball game. I couldn't finish it the first time, so we're gonna start it over, and we're gonna go. So it's still Boston at Toronto, Game 3, third and final game. We are still going to be Boston.
What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
I believe I had these jerseys. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do those jerseys. It's going to be the same two pitchers. Rain, April. Martin Perez versus Tanner Roark. There we go. So how's everybody doing? I'm hanging in there. I'm doing okay.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Tanner Roark gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour with sink. Power slider. Good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality three-pitch mix. A pitcher and not a thrower.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Fouled away. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass-the-baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Here now is Rafael Devers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Roark has compiled over 1,100 innings of work over his major league career and posts a respectable ERA in the high threes. One out, nobody on. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Hops this one up. Bichette over to his right, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. First pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Martin Perez will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, lefty Martin Perez, not an overpowering guy, sneaky quick, 92 to 93 miles an hour, good hard slurve, his changeup is a good pitch, not overpowering, but one thing I like that he does, and you'll know early on if he's pitching well, he's not afraid to come inside with the fastball to right-handed hitters.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Low for ball one. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays' leadoff batter. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley moving in, can't get to it in time. That's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
Stepping in now, Kevin Biggio, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Set and the 0-1 to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Looking up is Pilar, and it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb at the bottom of the first.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Well, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here after that 2-run bomb. Another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that 2-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that misses for ball 1. Gurriel on at first, nobody out. Hot shot to third. One there. Back over to Moreland, and they get 2 out of it. Let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Brandon Drury will bat next. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Now here's the pitch. Pitch popped up. Moreland has room in foul territory. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the DH, J.D. Martinez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-0. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single. Now to the plate, Mitch Moreland. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
3 balls and a strike to count to Moreland. Michael Chavis waits on deck. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So here's Michael Chavis now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
First and second here with nobody out. Kick down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches, 1 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by that time it got there, it is ball completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Runners are at first and second with one away. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Step on the bag for one. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. Chalked that one up as the E6, and he really can't believe it out there. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Jansen will put this one away, and his side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Red Sox 1. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Lifetime against Martin Perez. He's got a 3-for-7 line. Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Grichuk, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Two and two. Swing and a liner. Foul. All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Digging in now, Derek Fisher. try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Bouncer to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Smoke toward third. Devers gloves it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. They still lead it 2-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, you got to push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. Riding in once again, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like he would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Line drive to left. Gurriel is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Red Sox 1. So coming to the plate, Bo Bichette. Second at-bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Fielded cleanly, throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready to take his hacks again, Cavan Biggio, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0 home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. One and two, here it comes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Struck him out.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. Ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And Moreland will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. The Jays are out in front, 2-1. Set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swing on first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Moreland, originally from Mississippi, he was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Now back to center baseman, Michael
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Nope. 1-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Strikes him out with a curveball for a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And both runners will score as the lead changes hands here at 3-2.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Nero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Red Sox on top, 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch coming, here it is.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0 home. Two and one. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 3,
empty here with one away. And into bat next, it'll be Brendan Drury. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First offering on its way. Left field and deep. Benintendi heads back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll get in there at second base. Not the home run, but he's got himself a double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitcher like him, just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Comes set, the 0-1. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Slow little grounder left side. And nothing will cover the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Ready to go in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball right side. Drury gloves it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up, and an easy ground ball as a result.
Left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Three and one. And that's outside. He lost him ball 4. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. From the belt, the pitch. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one, strike one.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Coming To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Red Sox, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Alright, so after this half inning, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, let the camcorder charge up for half an hour, and then resume.
Able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than one hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher.
The right fielder, Derek Fisher.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in Danny Jansen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. All right, 2 balls and a strike. Ball even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benintendi in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bo Bichette. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could pour a hurting onion. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with a man at first. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And another foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
After back-to-back 2-out hits right now, This pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready with the 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Devers has it. The throw pulls him off the bag. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. 1 run is scored. 2 runs have scored. He pulls into second safely as they jump out ahead with 3 runs scoring on the play.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble, but I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
Stepping in now, Brandon Drury, 0-1 the count. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. 3 runs already home here. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Popped up. Moreland in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now the relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan? Is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up to shoot again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Marcus Walden takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Here's Randall Grichuk. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Looking up is Benintendi. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot as they open it up to 8-3.
For the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. On the bump, just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. And a long run, but he's there.
All right, guys, we will see you on the other side. Okay, guys, we're back for the rest of the game.
Side is retired. Sixth about to get started, and striding forward the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman.
Now batting, Mitch Moreland. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now back, the second baseman, Michael.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Chavis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. In the air out toward right field. Fisher's under it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Derek Fisher. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother. You just have to say, so what? And make another good pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. On the slider, and that's out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate now, Danny Jansen. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. To the plate now, Bo Bichette. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
So striding forward now, Cavan Biggio. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And not in time as the second run scored.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with the 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Hembry gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way to third. Devers fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Now back, the third baseman, Vladimir.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Red Sox 3. 7th inning ready to roll, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A ball and a strike now. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he fouls this one off. Misses, ball two. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back. Christian Vasquez.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Jonathan Lucroy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Bouncer up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. That's inside. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 now. Two out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting. Left field.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Red Sox 3. Jonathan Lucroy will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher.
Now catching. Number 12. Jonathan Lucroy.
Digging in, Brendan Drury. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
The first baseman, Brendan Drury.
First pitch coming, here it is. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
That's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Benintendi's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting. The center fielder, Randall Griffith.
Stepping up to the plate, Rendell Grichuk, and is coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly on to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Next will be the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this offense is going to have to change their mindset. If they're going to get swing and misses on that slider, you know he's going to go to that well. They are going to have to be willing to take the ball the other way and stay back on that heater, or they are not going to recognize that pitch.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Rafael Devers the next to bat. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Now that designated hitter, J.D.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez on a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now that
ready for another chance? Mitch Moreland. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now that left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
box, Michael Chavis, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. A swing and a drive sent down toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here, as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Justin Miller enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Justin Miller.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, and it's belted high and deep into right center. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Now back, the catcher, Jonathan.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt it with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Blue Jays on top, 10-7. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Ground ball right into the shift. Fielded cleanly and safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take
let's
look
do
at
it.
right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of safe at first base.
At the plate, Danny Jansen, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count of 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, hit and run right there. I know the guy had to pull up on second base because the ball didn't get to the outfield, but you know what? You'll take the knock. First and second, regroup. Let's see what happens.
Now, Cavan Biggio. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Here he is in his 3rd inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the 2nd out.
Now back. No left fielder.
Big spot here. 1st and 2nd, 2 men gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Now the 1-0.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his own or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Blue Jays leave a pair. They still lead it, though, 10-7. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kevin Pillar.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
First delivery to him on the way. Bounce towards the 2nd baseman. Knee high, he barehands it. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now back, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 0-1 on its way. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richard is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Toronto Blue Jays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tanner Roark is the winning pitcher of record. Martin Perez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Alright guys, we will see you next time. Next game will be Game 2 of Toronto at the Lakers. Have a good one.